FSL and ISL. Hello, it's me, your teacher, Prasi. Charas. Okay, so now, ibang persona naman tayo. Charas. Okay, now we're going to talk about FSL and ISL. So, I've done sa hindi pa po nakakikita ng videos ko about the difference between the ASL and the FSL. Ililink ko po yung video sa my comment section. Okay, you can just watch it. Okay, para hindi na po tayo mag-discuss again and everything. So, yung I will just put it there, no? So, meron na po akong discussion doon. What is the difference between the FSL and the ASL? So now, I will going to discuss about the difference between the FSL and the ISL. Ano po ba yung FSL again? FSL is Filipino Sign Language. How about the ISL? ISL is Informal Sign Language. Ano po ba yung Informal Sign Language? And ano po ba yung Filipino Sign Language? So again, mas madali na lang po i-discuss yung FSL. So ito po yung FSL, ginagamit ng mga Filipino na mga deaf dito sa Philippines. Siyempre, again, I'm telling you na there are lots of signs, right? So na ay marami daghan kayo mga signs, no? So from Cebu, from Bohol, from Manila, so no, wala tayo, and again, quotation, wala po tayong magagawa doon. If you are an interpreter, wala po kayong magagawa doon sa mga sinasabi nilang FSL and IFSL and EFSL. So if the deaf making this sign, you don't have anything to do with it, you will just copy it as a hearing person because only deaf has the authority, no, to change and to accept those signs of yours. So, kana ang datingan. So, ang FSL po, yun po yun, okay? Kaya na tayo, malino na po tayo sa FSL. If you can't, and don't know yet about the FSL, you better watch this, okay, with that video in the comment section, okay? Now, I will going to focus discussing about the ISL. So, ano po ba yung ISL? Yung ISL or Informal Sign Language, yun po yung ginagamit or sinasabi nating gesture sign. So, yun po yung mga ginagamit natin na hindi po siya na-i-include sa FSL or sa ESL. Okay? Ano po ba yung ibig sabihin ng hindi na-i-include? Okay, meron po tayong tinatawag na standardized, no? Okay? Or meron po tayong a group of, no? Meron po siyang sign language na nagkakaintindihan po talaga lahat kasi yun po yung tinuturo. Okay? Yun po yung nalalearn natin from the Filipino deaf community. Yun po yung tinuturan nilang mga sign. Okay? Yun po yung FSL. Kasi meron po talagang ways of sign, meron pong placement, everything. Ang FSL, meron po siya. Meron nga lang pong iba-iba kasi tinatawag pong dialect. Hindi naman po talaga, malaki po yung Philippines, iba-iba po yung dialect ng Philippines, right? So yeah, that's acceptable. But, meron po talagang like, specific sign for the specific word. Ganun po siyang datingan. So, yung ginagawa po ng mga teachers, ng mga deaf na educated po, sila po yung gumagawa ng sign. Yun po yung nako-consider sa FSL. Pero, what if meron po tayong mga deaf na know-how po talaga, yung mga batang nandyan sa bahay, or yung mga batang hindi po nagkaroon ng opportunity to go to school. Ano po ba yun? Paano po ba yun? Okay? Or yung mga deaf po na walang someone na nag-guide sa kanila if how to do the sign language. Yun po, di ba? So, ginagawa po nila is ang home signs. Yun po yung term natin is home signs, gesturals. Ganun po siya. Pero tinatawag na po ngayon itong informal sign language. So, hindi po siya formal. Hindi sa ganun. Pero yung hindi siya standardized ba? So, if ano lang po yung na nakikita nila, if ano lang po yung magkakaintindihan sila. For example, the scenario, inagamit po ang ISL sa scenario, for example, yung mama is hindi po alam, no? Don't know, or kanang know-how po talaga siya. Hindi niya po talaga alam yung sign language, okay? And ito po yung kid, or yung bata na nire-raise niya po, or ito po yung anak niya, no, na tinuturuan niya po. Hindi po siya or dili siya makahibalo kung saon, no, wala siyang alam sa sign language and everything. So yung nangyayari po is gumagawa po sila ng kanilang sariling sinyas, okay? They are making their own sign language. No? So, hindi po yun. It's still sign language, but it is informal. It is based on their own understanding and their own way for them to survive and communicate. So, yun po yung nangyayari. Na gumagawa lang po sila ng sinyas ng sa kanilang bahay na magkaintindihan or maano po nila yung child nila. So, yun po yung tinatawag na informal sign language. Hindi po yun nakikita sa book or hindi po yun, wala pong location of hands there, wala po yung tinatawag na handshake, wala po yan, hindi po yan nag-i-exist sa meron po siyang like may mga handshake talaga kasi kamay yung ginagamit natin, but hindi po siya. I will give you specific example para hindi po tayo marinapan. Example sa mother. This is the FSL for mother. Okay? This is standardized. Okay? Formal sign language. Okay? Ito po yung tinuturo po talaga. This is for mama. Okay? But in ISL po, ako po natuto. Hindi niyo po yung base po sa experience ko, pagpasok po ng mga students ko, hindi po nila alam lahat. Like, wala po silang alam talaga totally. Even they don't know their names. They don't know their names. They don't know that they have names. Like that, no? They don't know that the things beside them or like inside everything they can able to find there's a name. Wala sila kahibalo. Hindi nila alam na meron po talagang mga senyales. They don't know signs po talaga. So what I've done, hindi ko po sabihin na sige, get your mama, and I will just tell them mama, and they don't know what is mama. They don't know this, right? So, ano po yung ginagawa ko is, gumagawa po ako ng mga sinyas or mga sinyales na nakakaintindi po sila. For example, taas og buhok ba na naa sa balay, siya magluto, siya manilhig, o that's mama. O kana. So, meaning that sign, wala na. That's informal sign language or ISL. Okay? So, yun po yung tinatawag na ISL na hindi po siya formal, hindi po siya mama like this. Ganyan po siya. Okay? So, laba og buhok or mataas yung buhok na nasa bahay, that is mama. Okay? So, ganun po yung datingan. So, yun po yung tinatawag na ISL. Okay? So, this is the FSL, mama, and this is the ISL. I know, it's not the ISL or that is my ISL. Ako po yung gumagawa lang nun para magkaintindihan po kami. And your papa naman, ganun po yung papa. Okay? Ganun po yung papa. Yung father po yan sa FSL. Pero nung ako, hindi pa po nila alam sa informal sign language ko po, ganun po yung papa nakin. Ganun po yung papa nakin. Yung cut ang buhok, tas dun sa bahay. Ganun po yung datingan sa ISL. So again, to sum it up, yung FSL po talaga, meron po talagang group of people na nagko-collaborate sila to agree the specific sign po talaga of the specific thing. And also, they will going to teach it, no? Sa mga interpreter, maggagawa sila ng training para sa mga interpreter, and they're going to teach them how to do it. Okay? So, meron po talagang formal na datingan. The ISL or the informal sign language, dun po yun pumapasok ang survival signs, gestural signs, or home signs. Okay, ganun po siya. That's informal sign language. Okay, so ginagawa or ginagamit nyo po yun for you to survive those specific kids na hindi pa po alam yung FSL. So, everyone talaga, pag yan po yung term. Everyone po talaga, pag hindi pa po alam ang FSL, nagiging ISL po sila. Okay? Gumagawa po tayo ng paraan na makikipag-communicate po tayo sa deaf kahit hindi natin alam if our sign is the right thing. So, maunang, that's why I'm really keep on telling people, na mga sa hearing community, no? For those aspirants there na wants to help deaf community, have the passion to help deaf community, I really told them that it's not important for you to learn all those FSL signs because it's not the thing. You should have the eagerness, and you are brave enough, no, to just really try to just communicate them because ISL is existing, right? Meron pong ISL. You can just do the sign, whatever, everything it takes just to make the deaf community understand, and it's acceptable and it's okay. Mauna siyang datingan. So, mauna siya. Again, FSL and ISL, what did you learn? You can just comment it down below. Thank you so much for listening. I hope to see you again. Bye-bye. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Bye.